So, anywho, you can't keep a good woman or a good man down. I shall continue your reading on in a pre-recorded format, okay? Because they don't want you to get this message, and I beg to differ, okay? So, anywho, you can watch the first two if you need to. Well, there's not much information in the second one, but you can watch it if you want to. Anywho, so here we go. So the card we have to come out for you is vain, yeah. And we looked up the definition, and then I looked the dictionary. So vain, there were two descriptions. We have proud, especially of one's appearance, but then we have bound to fail, futile, and that is the one that was sticking out to me. So the vein that came out just now, the first card, it was talking about wild, okay, and then vain came out. Now we got wild at the bottom of the deck. We got wild and contemplation. So what I'm getting from this one is people are trying to stop you, which you already know. Wild contemplation, and then we got selective, and then we had satisfied, but it was in the reverse. So somebody wants you to not be satisfied with your work, okay? They want to be able to groom your movement forward, travel, okay? They want to be able to groom your movement forward. They want you to believe that to be bold is foolish. So basically somebody want to mess with your self-confidence, okay? Somebody want to mess with your confidence. They don't want you to believe that you have the right formula, okay? So let's read on. We got focused self-mastery. Yeah, they want you to believe that, yeah, look, ignorance coming next, okay? That's ignorance. So they want you to believe that to be bold is to be foolish. They want you to believe that instead of focusing on self-mastery, you're supposed to be ignorant and empty-headed. All right? We got sensible, winner, and honorable. Although these things are underappreciated. So there's somebody on your trail right now, and that makes them happy. To see you dishonored and fearful, it makes somebody happy. Okay? So just know that you are being fought very heavily. Somebody wants you to not perceive things properly, okay, when it comes to your craft and when it comes to your behavior, your personality traits altogether. So just watch out for the pitfalls, okay? When you know better, you do better, okay? This person obviously does not want to see you win, but what they're trying to do to you, you have the power to make them fail by knowing how important it is to master self, okay? So it's up to you the direction that you want to take in your life. You can either allow them to win or you can allow yourself to win. But God says to be sensible and honorable, that's the way to win, okay? So let's get your next message. So take these messages how they best apply to your question, the purpose for us doing this reading in the first place, okay? Use it all to your advantage. You're welcome. And don't forget patience. This is God guiding you now. So just know that once you're following God's direction, you're on God's time. Nobody else is. And it will work. So trust the process. And just know that the powers that be are going to be fighting against the real powers that be. So expect that. But this isn't about them. This is about you. This is about your reputation. This is about your future. This is about your success. Okay? So fuck them and their watch and their calendar. Do the best thing for you. So even if you find your way to be independent, completely independent, you got your reputation intact. And therefore you don't have to start from scratch. Okay? You don't want to end up being a disappointment. You want to you want to keep on pleasing. You want to keep on bringing your A game as much as you can. Okay? Simple. Don't let anybody rush you. One more. Okay. Oh my. So from my Teach Me How to Love deck, it says oral sex. Teach your partner how to do it to you right. Laugh at yourselves and remember practice makes perfect. So I don't think that this is talking about oral sex. Actually. Okay. This could be talking about your delivery. This could be talking about you making these changes and getting on this new lane, which is supposed to be your own authentic lane. Okay? But take it how you want to. You can also apply that for this. Okay? Shit. All right. So the practice makes perfect. That's what really came out. That's what was standing out most in that card to me. Okay. And don't take it so seriously. Be playful. So I'm pretty sure it's not talking about sex, but I guess to convey the message that God wants you to receive, the best deck for that message is this deck. Okay, so pick sense out of nonsense. Okay. So it's all about you practicing, and it's all about you not taking things so seriously. So if you try to get back into your authentic energy so you can produce in your authentic energy and you fall from grace, that God said, don't worry about it. Just get back up, dust yourself off, and get back on the horse again. Forward movement. Okay? You're not gonna get it perfect. You're gonna make mistakes. You're gonna get weak. You're gonna be fearful. You're gonna be confused. You're gonna be, all type of different emotions you will experience. But when you fall, just get up, and you know where you're supposed to be. Get back there, or try to. Right? Just stay in your authentic energy, whatever you do. Whatever happens in that lane, it's destined. And it's not a waste of your time. It's going to be important for your own personal growth. Okay? It's only going to make you wiser, make you smarter. Wiser and smarter is the same thing. It's going to make you wiser, more confident. Okay? More faithful. So you're going to learn to trust in God more the more you practice. You're going to learn to trust in your intuition. Okay? You're going to learn to trust your vibe more. You're going to learn to tell people, fuck off more. So that you can be you. Instead of people dragging you this way and that way and that way and that way. And making you do everything except for what you're supposed to do. Alright. So, we got listen to your partner talk to you about something dear to them, even if you have no interest in it. No, actually listen. And at the bottom of the deck, at the bottom of the deck, we have make love to your partner outside. So what is this saying? This is saying, first of all, that you need to listen. So it's talking about your intuition. It's talking about your vibe. Okay? Listen to the vibe that's flowing through you. Listen to the vibe that's calling out to you. The authentic one. That's why I say no, actually listen. Okay? Don't just keep doing what you've been doing for the longest. Don't keep going in the direction that you keep going in if it's not your authentic energy. That's what this is saying. Okay? And the underlying issue is that you need to make love to your partner outside. So what does that mean? Well, what is making love? Making love means showing a level of care. Okay? It means showing a level of care. And who is your partner in this case? Your partner would be your higher self, the God within you, your God. Okay? That's your partner right now. So it's about you and the God of you. Okay? So it's about you two connecting, your higher self and your lower self connecting. That's why God gave that speech about intuition, listening to your intuition and all of that. So yeah. I feel the reason for God selecting this deck is because of the first card. About you practicing. Yeah, and not taking yourself so seriously. Laugh at yourself and remember, practice make perfect. So God is saying, I want you to roll with me, and I want you to know that even if you make a mistake and you do something that you think is abominable or whatever, God said, don't worry about it. Just get up, dust yourself off, and keep going. So that would mean forgiving yourself. That would mean talking to God and letting God know, look, I see where I went wrong there. So it's about getting in touch with your ugliness, your imperfections, your flaws. Okay? Whether they were self-imposed or somebody imposed them on you, God says, I want you to face yourself. Okay? Basically, that's what God is saying. And God is saying, I don't want you to be ashamed of who you are. I don't want you to be angry with who you are. And I don't want you to be frightened Okay? Because trust me, there's a lot of people around me, wicked, that's doing things, and God is still being kind to them. So if you're a person that's trying to get on the right track in life and you make mistakes, just know that God has enough patience and mercy to not cut your fucking head off just because you fell from grace. You understand? So it's not that serious. Basically, that's the message. Yes, God wants us to do the right thing, but it's not that serious. And if we do the wrong thing enough times, then nature itself will take care of it. Because if you play with fire, you get burned. So God is saying, just relax. Do your best. That's it. Relax. Okay? I say, even though you know that I see, I want you to know that it's fine. I'm a merciful God. I'm an understanding God. I'm a patient God. Let's see what this is. Camera, reminiscing. Yeah. So reminiscing is talking about looking back at your past. So God is saying, don't make your past. Why does my camera keep dropping? God is saying, don't make your past hang on. God is saying, don't allow your past to stop you from what you're doing now. Because we got the camera card, which talks about reminiscing, looking back, and then we got the Phoenix, new phase. So God is saying, basically, don't let your past hold you back. That's why that fell out. Okay? So if it wasn't clear, if I wasn't saying it clearly, there you go. So forget what happened in the past. Don't let that hold you back from who you know you can be now and in the future. Forgive yourself. Let it go. It is what it is. So I feel like the gist so far is simply talking about you being honest, just facing yourself, you know. Take an unbiased look at self, and don't be afraid of what you see. Do not be too disgusted by what you see either. Be enough disgusted that you can let it go and know that God is a merciful God, and give God thanks for knowing that God is a merciful God. And ask God to help you to become that which it is requiring you to become. You know, that will please God. And trust me, it will not be boring. Okay? Because I'm a godly woman and I am not boring. And that's why people don't see me as a godly woman, because they think that living for God means that you have to be boring. That's the most loaded shit that I've ever heard. Whoever came up with that philosophy is a jackass, a complete jackass. It's like, keep that shit to yourself. That's not what God taught me. Shit. I could wear my little shorts if I want to. Praise the Lord. I can say fuck if I want to. Praise the Lord. Okay. I can have oral sex if I want to. Praise the Lord. I can have an orgy if I want to. Praise the Lord. Okay. Don't let people define what's godliness for you. You define godliness for yourself. Because all these rules and boxes that they've built for people who choose to come under God's command, they're putting us in some tiny ass little boxes, and God never said that. The science will tell you what is an abomination and what is not. If it's destroying you and destroying other people, then obviously that's an abomination. It's a no-no. But if it's not destroying you, then what's the problem? God made everything. Everything has its time and its purpose. Let's be real about life. Don't let nobody put you in any mindset, in any boxes. Don't let nobody set the standard. Get to know God for yourself. No matter how close a person is or how much they love you, do not allow them to paint the picture of God for you in your mind, or paint the picture of godliness for you in your mind. And it takes courage to do that. It takes strength to be able to do that. So we got engagement, partnership, commitment, eternity, completion, and union. So that's at the bottom of the deck. And the damn phone drop again. So annoying. It's like I see it sliding down. But yeah, so let's see the message. So it's talking about engagement. What's engagement? Well, from the word engagement, I'm getting like your interaction. Okay. So God said, don't worry about it. Yeah. Yeah, man. See, soulmates. Yeah, man. Don't worry about it. We got soul connection, partnership, agreement, and soul contract. So yeah, this is talking about you getting into agreement with the Most High, and don't let nobody define what is godliness for you. As a matter of fact, let them talk about it. Yeah. And this here again, engagement is talking about engagement and partnership. So there's that partnership again. And we have dragonfly. Be light-hearted. Yeah, God is saying don't be so stiff. Have fun. Okay? Just know that I'm a merciful God, I'm a patient God. You don't need to hide yourself from me. I already know who you are. I'm trying to get you to know who you are so that you become a better you. Yeah, outdated thinking. It's time to rise. So it's time to let go. We got the phoenix. It's time to let go of who you once were. So that's the magic. The magic is to let go of who you once were and become who you know you are. Okay? You try your best to. You know how many people are doing that right now? It is the season for change. Okay? Then we got wedding rings. Union, wedding, married, soul connection, eternal love, and everlasting promise. Yeah, man. You have a new partner, which is the universe, your God, your ancestors, your guide, your angels, your true self, your authentic self. If the ideas you hear in your head doesn't resonate with you, then it's a no. Yeah, it's as simple as that. When you hear any idea in your head, you get any thoughts, you're gonna know. There's a part of you that's moved when you hear certain ideas. It just feels right, you know what I'm saying? So annoying. Are you gonna fall again, or are you gonna stay put? Ramp with me now. That wasn't important enough to pay attention to. Somebody's jelly. They don't want you to get your message. But you can't hold a good man down. Always keep a smile when they want me to frown. In spite of it all, my dear, in spite of it all. That's the motto. In spite of it all. That's a cut and go choke. Cut and go choke. Cut and go choke. We just a cut and go choke. Cut and go choke. Cut and go choke. Cut and go choke. Just a cut and go choke. Cause there ain't no stopping us now. We're on the move. I said there ain't no stopping us now. We got to go. Remember how you started? How you started, you were just coming from your heart, innit? You were just being real. And that's how they spot the greatness. It's coming from your authentic self. But being in the world and going through all this shit, it's easy to get pulled outside yourself. You know what I'm saying? So God understands. Now God is saying, time to come back. Feel that passion again. I'm feeling like, grrr. Yeah, feel that passion again. That's where the magic is at. Because the message that I was getting is like, it's only the first one that really was talking about the content, so to speak. So it's like God want you to speak things from your perspective. That's the general idea. And it's like wherever you find your perspective or your philosophical, your governing philosophical opinion is off, just fix it. Don't worry about it. Correct yourself. Say sorry if you need to say sorry, you know? Fix it. So yeah, that's the basic gist. That's the basic direction. It's all about being able to speak from your own authentic self instead of being somebody else's voice. Do not let other people's opinions permeate your soul and become yours. It's time for you to get back to who you truly are. Speak things how you truly see them, whether people agree with you or not. Okay? Yeah, look at that. Brainwashing. Yeah, it's time for you to not let people's opinions and understandings of life, no matter how forceful they are, become yours. They're not yours, they're just not yours. I see things differently, and that's that. Yeah, they're trying to make you into who you are not. And that's how to put your light out in it. When they do that, it takes all your passion away, it takes all your power away. Because it's like, this shit don't even make sense to me anymore. You know? It's like, y'all are killing the vibe for me. You're putting the fucking fire out. It's like, you think you're doing a good thing, but you're not. I was magical before. And I would like to remain magical, please. And I didn't need your help in becoming magical. You met me magical. So can you just let me get back to finding my magic again because you're fucking it up. Yeah, we got influencing the soul or spirit. So they want to get to you deep. Your very fabric. The very fabric, the very thing that makes you who you are, your philosophical understandings, the rules that you live by, the principles that you govern yourself by. They want to change that. You have to stand up and rebel against being tricked into how they want you to think. Rebel against being tricked into how they want you to think. So they can influence music. Bait into a fight. Create panic. And then that creates the scenarios fulfilling their end of the bribe. Oh, so they have a mission. So their mission is to fuck up your mental direction to the point where they make all hell break loose. So somebody's getting paid to do that. Somebody's getting paid to do that because they want treats. You know, they want treats and they want power. And they want to be seen as all powerful. Yeah, they want to be seen as the one with the power. So there's a power struggle going on. And I guess somebody's promising somebody that they could change you and make you into who they want to make you into, which is watering down who you are. And God said, no. Don't do that. Don't do that. Don't do that. So it's like this person. You ought to know who this is. If you pay attention to your life, you will know exactly who this is. So we got 3 more decks to bring you your messages from. So somebody's getting paid to change your mindset. Somebody's getting paid to change who you are. Which is watering down your output. Okay, so if you didn't know why this was happening, that said it all right there. They're looking for credit. They're looking to move up in rank. House slaves. Master. They want a pat on the back from Master. They want to be recognized by Master. Sounds a lot like my story. One more. At the bottom of the deck, we got loss of bladder control. So loss of bladder control isn't as bad as loss of bowel control. So it's like somebody can't control their mess, basically. But it's not too much of a big mess. Okay? So there's that. It's not a mess that can't be cleaned up easily. So loss of bowel control, talk about shitting on yourself. It's easier to clean up somebody who's peed on themselves than it is to clean up somebody who shitted on themselves. Okay? So the situation is bad, but it's not too bad. Alright, let's see. This could be you or them. We'll find out in a moment. So somebody can't control the mess. that's coming out of them. So this could be how a person talks, or how a person behaves towards other people, stuff like that. How a person shows up in the world, basically. Alright, so here's why. We got loss of intelligence and loss of digestion. So it's like somebody has the information that they need, but they just can't. It's not registering. Because although it says loss of intelligence, I didn't get that. I get like they have the information. The information is right there. That's why there's a loss of digestion. If there's a loss of digestion, that means there's something there to digest. But it's not working. So it's like they have the information, but it's like it's there and not there. It's right there in plain sight and it still can't be seen. It's there to be understood and it's still not being understood. Okay? Does not compute kind of energy. Let's see, the underlying issue is the loss of sight and the loss of vision. Friggin' hell. So somebody can't see their way. Fucking hell, because it's just not registering. One's cognition is talking about how your brain works. Loss of ability because of the bacterial infection. Okay, so I'm getting that this is you. So it's like all the information that you need is right there at your fingertips, but because you're being infected with somebody's stupid way of seeing things, like it said, they're trying to influence your soul or spirit. They're trying to change you from the inside out. Okay? All types of rules that you don't believe in, they're trying to force you to actually accept and emulate or promote. Okay? So it's like they're trying to use you to promote their bad behavior, you know, their waste of space philosophies, you know. So it's like they're a loser, they're trying to make you into a loser so that you can then make others into losers as well. Yeah. It's time to give them a loss of access. So God is saying once you stop giving them access to you, you get a new beginning. Blank card. You need to cut them out. So whoever this person is, yeah, see? Memory. Loyalty. Has this person been loyal to you? I would think that when you look back, you'll find no, they haven't. Maybe they were at one point, but they have lost their strength. And the reason why you probably listen to this person is because you probably consider this person to be a friend. So whoever this person is somebody that's very close to you. It's somebody that you believe in, and it's probably somebody who used to be loyal to you. But if you take a good look at your relationship, you'll realize that that loyalty has lost its strength. So now it's time to let them go. And once you let them go, here's another blank card. Loss of friends. Once you let go of that friend, you get to see your way clearly again. Okay? So, the reason why you're blocked is because somebody's actively getting paid to talk fuckery in your ears and make you believe nonsense and force you to produce nonsense so that you can then inspire others to produce nonsense. So basically the devil's using this person, the devil's advocate. The dark energies are using this person. So it's up to you what you want to do with this information. But if you want to find your way back to winning again, this is the formula. You need to get rid of that person and find yourself again. And God says, I am here to remind you of who you are and show you the beauty that is you. All you. Get back to why you were so loved in the first place. They loved your energy. Now you're not you anymore. You are this person that's been dinging, dinging, dinging in your ears. And it's like, yeah, we don't really know who you are anymore. So that's not my guy. So hopefully not too much damage has been done by this person. But in any case, just put in that work in it and build back up. Your reputation, that's your currency. It's very important that you be you. So when people hear your name, right away they get an image of what you bring to the table. So it's time to clean up if you want to win. Unapologetically. Maybe that's the title of your new book. Unapologetically. So yeah, that first message, it seems different to all the rest. So it's like the first message talks about what you should be focusing on. This last bit is talking about what the problem is, how you got to this place of kind of loss of sight and loss of vision and not knowing which way to go and having like a block and all these things. Yeah, that's what I'm getting. So that first message, I'm gonna make the thingy public so that you can watch the first message. I think that's the topic. So at the bottom of the deck we got the star, God the Just. It says clemency and equilibrium, protects against attacks in the courts. So there's that legal problem issue again. So just know that you are protected because God is just. God sees exactly what's happening and God will not hold you liable for what you're not liable for. Okay. All right, so we got the Four of Cups. It says the God deflecting evil, because that's evil. What this person is doing to you is sheer evil, and they're doing it because they're being bribed. They're getting money or maybe car or house or something for it, as well as recognition by the powers that be, okay, or somebody. They're getting a name, clout. You know when they say doing it for clout. So it says the God deflecting evil. It says healing capacity Protection from weapons, safety in travel. Look at that. No weapon formed against me shall prosper. So I guess that's the reason why I was inspired to put that as your thumbnail, because I didn't know what was gonna come out in this reading. It just felt right. Yeah, safety in travel. So safety moving forward. So if you want the gift, God's gonna give it to you. All you have to be is like unto God, the emperor. So this is talking about taking authority. It says political authority gives safe travel again, moving forward, and protects against conspiracies. Yeah, so it's a conspiracy. This person is trying to make you look like who you're not. And that's gonna affect your reputation. That's gonna affect your image. So they're trying to fuck up your image because it will increase theirs. Yeah, that's some shit. So God is saying, yo, I can protect you if you just get into your authentic energy, your God energy, your emperor energy. Take back control of your destiny unapologetically. The underlying issue, we have God the just judge. It says contemplation makes the truth known in legal proceedings. There's a legal proceeding again. So this could have something to do with law, but I guess it's all about my story versus your story, my opinion versus your opinion, or something like that. You'll know how it best applies to your situation here. Then we have the eternal God, intellectual lucidity. So intellectual lucidity means not being too rigid. It means being able to change your opinions when you know better. So like I said, this is a learning process. Perhaps some of your ideologies were off. So when you find those ones that are off, the mission is to get back on track. Okay? So intellectual lucidity provides consolation and compensations. So God says we're gonna make it right. You can make it right if you want to. So you can walk this way. This is the way to winning. Okay? And then we have the adored God. It says divine blessings. Exactly. This is the way to walk if you want to win. Divine blessings drive away evil spirits, rules agricultural production. So that's like the Seven of Pentacles energy. What card is this? Ace of Pentacles. So God says you can get your blessing if you do this. Do what? Follow me. I'm going to tell you what to do. And you need to take back your power. Start listening to the voice within you rather than listening to this jackass. This snake in the grass. You became who you are because it was naturally in you. God naturally put it in you. It's already in there. You don't need this person's input. They're making you go backward instead of forward. And I hope that you caught it in time. I hope that whatever this person is doing, they have not managed to damage your reputation or your image much, you know. This is the last one. Okay, so yeah, do not cave to peer pressure. There it all is in a nutshell for you. Don't let nobody tell you who to be. Don't let nobody use money against you to make you into who you're not. It will be worse for you in the long run. Like I said, your reputation is your currency. Your reputation, your image is your wealth. Let's put it like that. It's more important that people see you for who you truly are than for you to change who you are for a couple quick dollars. Because when you become someone else in the eyes of the public, it fucks with your destiny greatly. It's better that you maintain who you are. Okay? Don't let money change you. Don't let desperation change you. If you feel desperate, pray. Pray for patience. Pray for courage in God's timing and God's blessings. Tell God, yo, you said if I walk with you, if I walk this way, you're gonna bless me. So I'm gonna chill out and I'm gonna wait on you. Don't let me falter, I beg. Because I trust you. And I know sometimes you take very long and it could kind of encourage me to want to quit, but I don't want to do that. Because with you, I know I'm a winner. But I am weak and you are strong. That's your prayer. Okay? So yeah, do not cave to peer pressure. Right? Don't make nobody make you into who they want you to be. You are already made great. Greatness is inside you. If you want to be inspired by something outside of you, make sure it resonates with what's inside you. If you're going to be moved or inspired by anything outside you, let it be because it resonates with what's inside you. Like we were saying, make love to your partner outside. So if you're going to be inspired or moved by anything outside you, let it be because it resonates with what is inside you. Do not be at war with yourself, with your principles. With your foundational governing, what's the word? Programming. Okay? We're all computers and we're all programmed how we're programmed. Make sure your programming works for you. You respect it. Make amendments where necessary. And anytime you're being inspired or moved to alter any of your programming, let it be because your soul says yes. Not your pocket. And not your fear of losing friends. Because this person is not a friend, they're just pretending to be. Friends help you heal, help you grow. Friends have good intentions for you, and friends help you get to the best version of yourself. Time to act mature. Interesting. Came out in the reverse. Let's just check the energy before we continue. Interpretation. Feels more correct like this. Okay, so it's in the reverse. So time to act mature is in the reverse. That is not a good thing. Or is it? Let's see what's at the bottom of the deck before I draw any conclusions. How wrong of me. Slow down, Chanel. Alright. So at the bottom of the deck, we got do not cave to peer pressure. Alright. So time to act mature in the reverse means it's not time to act mature. Okay, let's see where God is going. Because it's time to act a fool. Okay, I got you. You're right. Yeah. So it's not time to act mature and be compliant. It's not time to make peace with those around you. It's time to say, nah, bleh. I'm gonna do what I want, okay? Thank you for your input, but excuse me as I do me, okay? You can call me foolish if you want to, but I'm gonna do what I believe, okay? So if you want to think that I'm not being mature because I'm not listening to you, go ahead and do that, okay? But I will not cave to peer pressure. It's time for me to do what I want to do, whether you agree with it or not. Time for me to take a leap of faith. That's like the Fool card in the tarot deck. The Fool card talks about not being afraid to take chances. So they may perceive you as acting like a fool, but it's only because they're trying to brainwash you. So they're gonna say that your decision to not act how they want you to act is one of immaturity. Especially if they put plenty money on the table and say, we want you to do this in order to get this money, and you refuse, they'll say you're acting like an idiot. Okay, if that's your opinion, but at least I'm being true to myself and I'm very happy with that decision. Okay, I'll wait for the next train. Yeah. So have they been kind to you? Listen to them and then decide for yourself. So that's your whole reading in a nutshell. So God has made it abundantly clear that this person is talking in your ear and they're telling you a whole bunch of shit, but God says, yes, listen to them, but then decide for yourself. Eat healthy food means make healthy decisions, make healthy choices. Because you got immature guardians trying to bully you. We got to look outside your immediate circle for answers. Because you got immature people over you. Parents are the ones in charge. In your interactions. Having sex, talking about interacting. It's not actually sex, because this is not a sexual reading, okay? So immature parents, when the way that they interact with you is immature. When they interact with you, God says, please be yourself. Let them call you stupid. Let them say what they want to say. Let them go and get together in their little groups with their champagne and their cigars and talk fuckeries. At the end of the day, deep in their hearts, they know that you're making the right choice by telling them, fuck you. They know you're making the right choice when you tell them, fuck you. Politely, of course. Yeah. So, that concludes your reading, finally. Okay? So, it's time to take back control of your essence. That's basically what God is saying. Alright? You already have the magic within you. And these people don't have your best interest at heart. They're actually trying to ruin you. So, it's up to you what you want to do with the info. Until next time. Bye-bye.